Big breaking news concerning the pursuit of Mason Mount by Manchester United. Welcome to the hotspot. We are live with the breaking news that has just come in that Manchester United has registered in the third and what is expected to be the final bid for Mason Mount. Well, big progress being made as United are looking to make their first signing of this transfer window. My name is Webb. Welcome to the hotspot. It's a pleasure that you're here with me as we do get to enjoy this breaking news together. It's an awesome time. Like I've been saying, the first move United will be making will be so important because it's been a long transfer window, and a lot has been going on in terms of anticipation and waiting and expectation from the big numbers of people who rally behind Manchester United. Now the news that is just coming through is that United have registered in the third and what is expected to be the final bid, and I'm going to be giving you details of this bid and how much it is as we do go on to talk about it and give our expectations from this bid, because well, it's been a long time coming. Now trust me, this one is a bid that perhaps will not be easy for Chelsea. However tough and stubborn they are, it's one that could be difficult for them to turn down. This is the bid. Well, United have made their registered their third official bid, and it is in excess of £55 million for Mason Mount. According to the sources, it is believed that this is going to be the final bid made in pursuit of the England international, the 24-year-old. Now remember, United made two bids before. They were both immediately turned down by Chelsea. Now we are going to be here as we do wait for the response from Chelsea, who have been valuing their player at over £65 million. Now United are saying that's a bit on the higher side, and it has been clear from the start that United were not intending to pay a lot or extra for the player. Well, it's going to be again a very interesting time. It's going to be a very interesting moment, of course, seeing how Chelsea are going to respond to this one. But United have gone all the way, broken the bank, and they are saying we are not giving you more than this. United, remember, made it clear they will not be paying more than what they value the player in terms of this bid. I want to pick your opinion whether you're first of all excited about United registering a £55 million bid for Mason Mount, a player the club has been so interested in. Now baby steps, baby progress being made. Now what we get in terms of developments today is that the player is almost causing a situation at the club, that's Chelsea, because he's trying to force through a move. Now the talks between the player and Manchester United have been impressive. They have agreed he will be getting £200,000 per week, and he's excited about that. He will be signing a 5-year contract. That's according to what we know, the inside sources concerning the personal terms that Mason Mount did agree with Manchester United. Now the bidding is what has been stalling the process, but according to again what we got even before United did register this bidding, it was known and reported that they had talks. The two parties were having talks that were looking positive. So now by the time United has gone on now to register the third bid, and what sources say is going to be the final bid, there is confidence that this is one that is going to be accepted. So as if that is anything to go by, and of course what we know now is that Chelsea are now evaluating the offer, and it is believed to be a fair offer for a player who has got 1 year left on his contract. Really a club generous as United is. In fact, some sources feel this is a generous offer from Manchester United for a player who is left with 1 year on his contract. Certainly Man United again in giving mode so it's of course the latest coming through. The bid has been registered, £55 million for Mason Mount. Is it too much? Is it still on the higher side? Remember, we had a £45 million bid turned down, had a £50 million bid turned down. Chelsea holding on for 65 million. Now United are saying that's a bit on the higher side, and they come back with bid number 3, that is £55 million. That is what has been registered today, just about 5 minutes ago. It has just come out. That's the news that has just broken. Guys, it's here, it's happening, it's coming soon. United will soon be registering or making the first signing of this window. Like I was saying, that according to the sources close to both parties, it is believed that This is an offer that has been spoken about. They have spoken about it before. In fact, Chelsea are believed to have invited Manchester United to do go on and proceed and make the offer, because they have been having verbal negotiations since the second bid was turned down. So that's the situation as it is now. Mount is perhaps the most excited person right now, or footballer right now, because like I said, he's been wanting to join Manchester United, for a long time. He's been tired of the whole Chelsea project. He wants out of the club, and he has been excited by the prospect of joining the biggest football club in the world. It seems to be happening soon. Just let me know whether you think 55 would be enough, would be a right fee for him. Of course, I've had a lot of people complain about how again that's a rip-off. Well, for now, probably we will not go back and forth and dwell on whether it's a rip-off or not. What we would want to see now is Manchester United sign a player, and it's good that a third bid has been registered. Well, Sunday Robert is on. Sunday, good to see you, and is giving a high five. Well, fingers crossed now. It should be fingers crossed right now for any United supporter, because what you want to see is a player signed by Manchester United. We do want to see a signing made, but we are following this story and the developments. What is happening now is that Chelsea are evaluating the bid. Chelsea are evaluating the bid. It's 50 million pounds plus 5 million pounds in add-ons. Remember, the initial one, that was the third bid, was 45 million pounds plus 5 million in add-ons. Now this was rejected. Chelsea asking for 60 million pounds plus 5 million in add-ons. Now United are coming back with bid number 3, improved by 5 million pounds. It's one that is believed to be the final. It is a bid worth 50 million pounds plus 5 million pounds in add-on, and it is also going to include better payment conditions than the last one. All parties are very confident they are going to be getting this one done, and Mount is very clear that no new deal will be signed between him and Chelsea. The player wants out. Is it a good deal? Is it a good negotiation this time around, coming through from John Mata and Richard Arnold? Give me your opinion on that. Drop in the comment section and let me see what you think about this bid that United has made. Simon Ada saying it's a nice one. Yes, nice one indeed. Big progress being made. 5 extra pounds is not 5 million extra quid is not really that much. Well, we can't now keep going back and forth, in terms of how this is a rip-off and all over a player that could change things around in terms of how our window is going to go. What we want to see is Manchester United spending and making moves, and it seems now it is going to be happening. That's the latest that is coming through concerning Mason Mount and the bid, the long-term bid for Manchester United. Well, United, remember, have also been linked now, again, making moves, because the idea for Erik ten Hag, according to sources, is that he wants to get things done before the start of the preseason, before players report for training. That will be in the first week, in the first 2 weeks of July. The first lot of players will be returning in the first week of July. Then those who played games in the international break will be returning in the second week of July. So the idea is that by the time these players return from preseason, the squad is full. He has a proper idea of which player is going to be playing the season with. So that's why he wants, since returning from holiday, he wants things to be moving fast. So that's why we are seeing Erik ten Hag pushing for these transfers to be made, pushing for these signings to be made. And of course, when Mason Mount is done, we believe it is going to be Andre Onana, the goalkeeper, who seems to be excited as well to come join Manchester United, because the deal for David De Gea seems not to be happening. But also Rasmus Højlund is another one who is being prepared to, of course, to be approached. That is the club Atalanta, because already United have spoken with the player. Rabiot will be coming in for free. United is, I do know, and we believe United will be spending about 200 million pounds in this window. And of course, right now it's a game of chess being played by Ten Hag and the team, because if you've got 200 million pounds and about 5 players you want to sign, 5 departments to sort, you've got to make priorities. Because if 55 million pounds goes for Mason Mount off the 200, then you have let's say another 40 or 50, 45 or 50 go for a striker, Rasmus Højlund. Then you have of course you get Rabiot for free, but already that's 100. You've got 100 more. You've got to sign Onana. Onana is priced at about 60 million euros by Inter Milan. Well, again, if you that's still about 50 million pounds as well. So that's 150. So the other 50, you probably go in and get another striker, or get a centre back. So maybe 200 million would be enough to solve the gist of the Manchester United problems, but not all of them. But it is not a guarantee that all problems in terms of departments that United needs to sort have got to be solved in this particular summer. They can't sort what they can for now and sort the rest. But Mason Mount coming in, I think would again give us a good start because the coach wants him. And certainly he's not the worst of players. We might feel he's overpriced because given the fact that he's left with 1 year on his contract, we could have been patient and waited for that contract to end and we get him for free. But by the way business is now, teams jump up and hijack interest. If a coach wants a player so serious and has seen him as one who can fit well in his plans, well, certainly you do want to move fast and get that player. And that's what United are doing. They have registered bid number 3, and this is believed to be the final bid for Mason Mount. Just to wrap it up for you, for those who are just joining, United have made a third and what is believed to be the final bid for Mason Mount. It is £50 million plus £5 million in add-ons, and of course it is coming with a better or an improved payment plan. Well, the payment plan when it comes to bidding also matters. If you go into a negotiation in the boardroom, some of the things they will ask is, how do you intend to pay this money? What is your payment plan? It's so important. If your payment plan is so long, it doesn't feel right, of course certainly your bid will be chased. Now United's payment plan, it seems to be an improvement on what was made earlier on, and that is what we are seeing happen. So the question is, will it be done sooner rather than later? Chelsea are still assessing the bid, and of course later on when I return live at exactly 10 p.m. I will be giving you all the updates about this and how it goes, because by then I do believe we would have got a response coming through from Chelsea. But the moment it comes through, even if it's before 10 p.m. or 22 hours, I will be here to give it to you live on the hotspot. Well, a lot of news concerning Manchester United as we've got to go on and see on later. Just go set your notification button, and it's exactly 22 hours, that's 10 p.m. Be live with us as we do go to talk about, of course, the transfer window that is seeming to be an exciting one, where it's headed for Manchester United. For Declan Rice, the battle seems to be, I think, left for Manchester City and Arsenal. We don't seem to be so intent on going in for Declan Rice. If not, United are just confident that their bid will be, appreciated when it is registered, or if it is registered, because Declan Rice, like I told you, emerged as one player that Eric Ten Hag wants to add on to the team, and a bid of £40 million plus Harry Maguire and Anthony Elanga or Fred emerged as one that United would hope would interest West Ham United, because they have even wanted Scott McTominay before. So that's a bit of the situation for Declan Rice. For now, things are silent. It seems to be like a race between Arsenal and Man City for now. But never say never until the window is closed. United could come back strong as they do try to strengthen their squad. Well, we are also expecting a bid for Rasmus Højlund, a bid for Andre Onana. Remember, Manchester United had conversations. It was revealed earlier this morning. If you didn't get those details, the previous video I posted earlier today has all the details that United did have talks with Andre Onana's agent, and the talks seem to be positive. Well, let's wait and see what will come out of those. But Onana, the 27-year-old Inter Milan goalkeeper, valued at £60 million, seems to be the clear target for Manchester United. But for me, right now, what we need is to say transfer done and see how things go. I will be coming back later, like I said. If there is a more live update, I will break it for you live. If not, I will be back at exactly 22 hours, that's 10 p.m, as we talk more about Manchester United and the transfers. Now, of course, there's a new report coming through now that Manchester United are considering the youngster, that is Alejandro Garnacho, to become the club's new number 7. I will be giving you details of that story. This is a number that was last successfully donned by Cristiano Ronaldo. Most of the rest of the players who donned shirt number 7 at United struggled to make justice to it. But the potential that Garnacho has got perhaps is one that will certainly deserve the shirt number 7. But could it jinx the youngster? Because we've seen those who have tried to don it be jinxed and struggle to make a case for themselves, to do justice to it. What will happen? It's me and you to talk about that and bant about that as well. But the latest is that United are contemplating making Alejandro, the youngster Garnacho, the shirt number 7. This boy is focused. The way he turned down the call-up for the national team of Argentina just before the World Cup, it shows you he's one for the future. And of course, the big news that came in earlier today, guys, I saved the best for last, is that the youngster, that is Mason Greenwood, returned to training for the first time in over 18 months. Now, I'll get a photo for you from the Sun, a picture of him for you to see how he looks. Mason Greenwood did return to training, and it seems to be his focus now on coming back and regaining his fitness and form. He was training at a facility that is rented at about £85 per hour, and he was with a personal trainer. He was seen training with his personal trainer ahead of a possible return. Of course, he's expected to return in pre-season. Remember, he was confirmed among the retained list by Erik ten Hag for next season. So certainly with the takeover going on, and of course the whole process is behind the scenes going on, it is believed that he could be now set to return to football. It's not a coincidence that he's pictured training again and kicking a ball in public for the first time after the confirmed list of Manchester United players was released. It's not a coincidence, guys. It's never a coincidence. All the things are calculated and are intentional. So do expect, for those of you who are excited about this young forward, a future, a promising forward of Manchester United returning to the pitch, it could be happening anytime soon. But of course, the way he looked a bit disorganized, to be honest. He did not look so fresh as you would expect. He has been stressed. A lot has been going on, and that's him. That's Mason Greenwood pictured back to training earlier on today. That was a photo that came through from the Sun earlier on in the day. So Mason Greenwood, I do beg your pardon, Mason Greenwood is back training, and he was, of course, he's lost weight, he's lost a bit of muscle, his hair looked more disorganized and crazy, his body language wasn't that exciting, but the most important thing is that he's back and he's said to be prepared to come back to full fitness. He was putting on all black, maybe as a statement that it's a somber mood for him, but he was acquitted of all charges. Erik ten Hag wants him. He has proved that he can score goals since he joined the first team in 2019. He's a good footballer. He's a forward, and that's one of the biggest areas United wants to sort. Imagine him, Rasmus Højlund, and Marcus Rashford, and maybe, of course, at times Anthony Martial coming through. You'd probably think United would be good going forward, and certainly the goals would keep coming, would give any defense a run for their money. So that's the youngster. It's a new update that came through earlier on today. But what do you expect? The boots he was putting on did not have Nike, because Nike ended their contract with him. But certainly it is nothing for us to fuss about. The idea is that by the time the preseason starts, he will be available and ready to train with his teammates. Maybe he'll first train alone like he is doing now, later on be integrated back into the team, and of course when the season starts, who knows, he could be loaned first, or he could slide right back into the team, because all he needs is the full support and backing of everyone. And of course, he has that from most of the fans. He has it from the coach. The Glazers are yet to decide, but I think the Glazers are certainly on their way out, so we shouldn't really worry a lot about those. That's it for now, guys. Thank you. I will be catching you later. If there is breaking news, I will be here to give it to you. If not, at exactly 22 hours, that's 10 p.m., I will be live to tell you how Chelsea have received this bid from Manchester United, the third and what is believed to be the final bid for Mason Greenwood. £50 million plus £5 million in add-ons for the 24-year-old, left with 1 year on his contract. Well, this one, it's a take it. Should be a take it or leave it. It should be a take it or leave it. Chelsea will never get a better deal than this, not even from Saudi, where they do know the money is flowing, like a waterfall. I'll tell you, even if it's flowing from Saudi like a river, they will never get a better deal than this for a player left with just 1 year on his contract. My name is Webb. This is the Hot Spot. Thank you for being here as I ban you with the hottest news concerning Manchester United. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you, Simon Ada. Thank you, Sunday Robert. And, of course, the rest of the guys. Chat later.